it's Heidi with Homeschool How To, and today we're going to talk about self-teaching in homeschooling. If you like these videos and you want to see more of them, you can click the subscribe button at the bottom. When you like and you comment on this video, that helps me to be able to provide more videos, lets YouTube know that there are people watching this and that they're interested in it. So please do that for me, and then I'll tell you about the free information that you can get at the end. So what does self-teaching involve? Basically, this is a concept that my friend Joanne Calderwood has come up with, and I did an interview with her, and it's all on my website. I'll give you the information for that at the end. And she's also then now recently written a book called The Self-Propelled Advantage. So self-teaching is a really neat concept because as we as parents, how do we teach ourselves? If I want to learn how to garden, or if I want to learn how to make bread or whatever, what do? I go, I get a book, I might get a video, I might talk to someone, I might actually learn with someone, watch them do it, and that kind of thing. And so as adults, we have to teach ourselves pretty much everything. We don't get to sit in a class every time we want to learn something, although there are classes available. So the object of self-teaching is to let the student teach themselves at their own speed. We show them how to find the information that they need to know, but then they can go from there. So the advantages are that the student is more motivated. They kind of have more control over what they need to do. You kind of set goals at the beginning and say, hey, this is what we want to get done. How fast do you think you want to do this? That kind of stuff. The parent then is more free. They're not sitting there sitting with the child all day long teaching, or feeling like they have to put up this big lecture or to do a whole bunch of preparation for the student. The parent is more free. Maybe they have younger students they need to work with. Maybe they're working on a home business, but they are just more free and not so tied to having to pour everything into the student. The student is actually learning. This can also be adapted for any type of curriculum. Maybe not unit studies so much, but you can, maybe if you're using unit studies, you can adapt this curriculum for, or this type of learning for maybe math or things like that. So that's a good thing, that you can use it for all kinds of curriculums, and then this helps a student to learn to think on their own. One thing that you need to remember is that your student needs, this is a privilege, and the student needs to earn the privilege. So if you've done the heart training with them ahead of time to where they're responsible, reliable, that kind of thing, then this will work well for you. If your child ends up or is kind of somebody that kind of lies or cheats or whatever, this probably isn't going to work very well for you. And there also needs to be some accountability at the end when, you know, maybe every couple days you check up on their work. I'm going to check on you. I'm not going to check on you every second, but I will be checking up. If you see, hey, you know what, this is not up to par. You skipped a whole bunch of math lessons just to say you were finished. Not going to work. You're off self-teaching. You're going to be doing something with me all the time. So it is a good privilege. Another thing to remember is, you know, obviously kindergartners are not going to be self-teaching. So self-teaching is more of a coaching program that you would start like from 3rd grade on. Once they can read real well and they can do more independent type learning, then you can do it. So then this parent would be very hands-on from kindergarten through 2nd grade. You're going to be teaching them how to read, you're teaching them all the math concepts, that kind of thing. So, you know, I'm not saying you just always throw your kids and make them teach themselves all the time. Yes, for the younger kids, you will be teaching them more hands-on. And then another part of self-teaching, besides being a privilege, is that there's also some mastery learning in there, and you can read the interview that I did with Joanne, or read her book or whatever. But mastery learning is where the student completes their work with an A level, and then they move on. So she can get more into that with her. So I hope that this has given you kind of an opening to, hey, you know what, I don't need to be so burned out. I can help teach my children with more of a self-teaching mode. It will help them to be more responsible as adults, and it's worked really well for our family too. So I hope you, and also make sure that there's a website underneath here where you can get free ebooks, like how to get started with homeschooling, how to homeschool with the best resources. Those are all available on my website, along with the 300 pages of information and all kinds of stuff that you can look at, and let me know if you have any questions. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.